All right, guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do the last issue of Savage Red Sonja, Queen of the Frozen Wastes, issue number 4 from Dynamite Comics. It's not a good one. Cover by Frank Cho. Unfortunately, not the artist. I mean, the art in here is okay, I guess, but the story is pretty bad. Yeah, let's dive in. So, I'm going to do a little bit a quicker video. So I'm not going through all the dialogue because the dialogue is pretty minimalistic in my opinion. It's just barely there. It's just by the numbers. So this woman wants to have, I don't know, Red Sonja at her side. This guy's paying the price for her disobeying. She doesn't like that. She's getting pressured in. This guy's going to get it. And then Sonja somehow breaks loose, grabs the knife, dives into the arena, if you can call it that, and very predictable because, you know, that choking the life out of this polar bear or whatever, right? And yeah, this polar bear is dead. And that triggers the wrath or the anger of one of these Wendigo type monkeys. Yeah, but every time these creatures are getting hurt, she is getting hurt. They have some kind of a symbiotic relationship, I guess. This guy's dead now, and she's feeling, you know, everything. I like this cover, by the way, by Dave Dorman and Carlos Raphael. Looks great, although I'm not a Battlestar Galactica comic fan. No. Anyway, so she's ordering more, well, it's not goons, but more of her people, right? And then it seems that the slaves are somehow taking a side, taking a stand. This queen is ordering, hey, attack or something like that. Like I said, she is hurting these guys. She's getting hurt. She's getting healed. These are getting healed. So that's basically how it goes. But she tried to do enough damage. Then Sonja gets from this old man some kind of, it's not really a spear, but this guy's dead, right? And yeah, they won somehow. She talks about that when they were on the, you know, they are on the ground, right? So if they are up, people would look at her, lusting at her. Here she says that they are their hope and savior, or she is their hope and savior. It's just, you know, that kind of very, yeah, weak narrative and writing. Anyway, more of the same. Right, so there's more killing. I mean, these guys are now, you know, dominated. They're pretty strong, so it's got a pile of bodies. And yeah, they are screaming. But then somehow Sonja says, oh yeah, well, it was a good fight. Let's time to die. I mean, the Red Sonja I know isn't, you know, just laying down and just be, you know, try to get herself killed. She is going to fight till the bitter end. But then the old guy says, hey, here's a hole. Remember last issue? No. And yeah. And he says, hey, Sonja, come over right now. And then the remaining human says, if you survive, we survive. Well, no. Of course not. Okay, but that's something weird is happening. And the queen says, hey, you need to kill Sonja, leave the rest. So these guys go into this very tiny hole, and they just look at like, what are we supposed to do? And then she is ordering other guys to go down there and see what's happening. But then something is weird happening. Instead of, I don't know, just doing what the queen says, they are somehow attacking these other guys. Why? I don't know. I mean, there's no interaction or indication that they are on Sonja's side or whatever. They just decide to do that, I guess. Of course, the queen doesn't like that because she's getting hurt all the time. And she says, stop fighting. And then, I don't know, she just appears out of nowhere. And she says that this, I don't know, stone is crumbling. And, of course, the queen noticed that. And she's sending her remaining forces to kill her. But then this old guy says, hey, there's light coming. We need to get through it. He's getting killed, because of course. And then she's doing a... I had a name on the top of my tongue. I don't know, like a wrestling move, you know, dropping down from the top rope on the opponent, doing this. And yeah, this guy's falling. and you know, it's a little bit rinse and repeat. I mean, instead of that, she just, I don't know, try to fight or get Sonja, she's ordering more people together, you know, and it became a little bit boring. I don't like the environment. It's all rock and bottom. There's nothing here except for rocks and brown colors, which is normal because of the setting, but still it's a very boring setting. All right, so she's using this pick stick to, I don't know, get more light in, or breaking this weak rock somehow. Look at this, how thin it is. Normally it should snap, and no. So everything is now tumbling down. There is a rock formation. What's this? Oh, this is some kind of a statue. Okay. Everything is being squashed. Everyone is dead, and she's feeling it all. Of course, she survives, but not for long, because she hasn't been in the sun for, I don't know, ever, and therefore she cannot take the sun, and then she's doing a vampire, and she's turning to smoke, and Sonja says that she really hates the cold, and that's the end of the book. Really? Really? This physical being that has no vampiric properties just turning to dust? I know, it's just, she's not a vampire. It's just so bad. Anyway, that's the end of the book, guys, and yeah, that's why IDW is now in big trouble. Beautiful covers, by the way, but when it comes to art, not so much. I mean, this is pretty passable when it comes to art, but everything years after this is becoming worse and worse and worse and worse. And I believe it's just a matter of time that Dynamite is shutting down. I mean, they are in deep financial trouble, by the way, and rightfully so, because they are making trash. Instead of, you know, giving cover artists a lot of money, why not spend that money on good artists and good writers? You know, have just a normal cover with the art of the artist on front, but they know, because they don't have really good art nowadays, if they do that, they won't sell copies. So they are relying on beautiful looking painted covers, or just good looking covers by Lucio Parillo, by the way. That's a painter doing a lot of Vampirella and Dynamite stuff. Yeah, it looks great, but the interiors are dog shit. Yeah, I said it. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Hope you liked the video. Leave a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time. Bye-bye.